Good morning, and welcome to another episode of the 16th of April, Thursday. I gotta name this thing and put cue cards up or something, but Anyway, our reading is from 2 Corinthians 9:10. The one who supplies the seed for planting and bread for eating will supply and multiply your seed and will increase your crop, which is righteousness. Now, this continues on some of these things I've been saying on other days, and that is God is the one who provides everything we need to be who He's called us to be. Now, the example here, of course, is seed, and then He feeds, and then He produces through the seed, and we're the ones, He gives us the seed. That's the gospel. And we're the ones that are called to plant it and or scatter it, using some of the other examples of Christ's parables. And He's the one that causes it to grow. And with the parable of the seed, we find some of it doesn't grow at all. Some of it seems to grow and then dies. And some of it grows and bears fruit. But He's the one who provides the seed and who causes the seed to prosper. Our responsibility is just to scatter it. And sadly, I think that's sometimes for us one of the toughest parts, because sometimes we are reticent to share the gospel. One, just because it embarrasses us, or because we don't want to offend, which is a trip that's been laid on us by culture, or we might lose a friend, or we might get rejected when we offer it. All sorts of really good reasons why we don't share the gospel. The only problem is none of those reasons are any good. They're understandable, and I get that, but that's not relevant. It's like when you have a job and the boss says this is what you're supposed to do. You can come up with all the reasons not to do it, but that's not going to fly. Of course, if you've been in some of the kind of jobs I've been in, where we're told results, not excuses, in other words, it all falls on us, even if it can't be done, that's not the way it works in the Lord's kingdom. The way it works there is we're just supposed to do what He calls us to do, and the responsibility of the results aren't ours. Isn't that great? That the consequences of sharing aren't ours, but we have to be willing to accept how that may go in terms of our relationship with somebody we're sharing with. But look what's at stake. For the person that hasn't received it yet, their whole eternity is at stake. We already know where we're going, but we should care enough about others, including, by the way, people we don't care about, that we should be willing to share the truth, giving them the opportunity to be another of God's child, another of God's children. Anyway, so that's the blessing. This job is only 85% is just showing up and letting Him do the work through us. So look for those opportunities today, as I frequently say, and I'll see you again tomorrow.